G'day. What actually happens to a clever idea in New Zealand once the paper is published and the prototype finally works? Talk to enough researchers, founders, and commercialization people, and a familiar story emerges. The science is solid, there is a clear problem in the world, a couple of investors are genuinely interested, then everything slows to treacle. No one is quite sure who owns the IP. The paperwork drags on. The researcher is told in the same breath to keep publishing and to think seriously about starting a company. Investors get nervous and drift away. The idea slides back into the filing cabinet or quietly follows the researcher offshore. This script and the article it connects to is not about blaming individuals. It is about naming a missing engine in the middle of our system. For years, we have said that New Zealand punches above its weight in science. There is real truth in that. Our universities and public research organisations generate good work on modest budgets. We have bright spots in medtech, agri-tech, software, and more. Curiosity is not the issue. The problem is what happens after an idea is born. First, our policy settings have been stop-start for decades. Every few years, a new diagram appears. Agencies emerge, split or rebadged, new funds are created, then reshaped. Each round comes with good intentions, but it also scatters relationships and institutional memory. People who know how to move an idea from lab to market end up spending far too much time re-explaining their role and rebuilding trust. Second, we have underfunded the people who bridge the gap. Tech transfer officers, commercialization teams, and entrepreneurship educators are still treated, in many places, as overheads rather than core infrastructure. Yet their work is exactly what turns a clever result into a real-world outcome. Done well, it is slow, relational, and sometimes messy. Done thinly, it frustrates everyone and reinforces the myth that commercialization does not work here. Third, the incentives facing key players do not line up with the outcomes we say we care about. Researchers are prompted for papers, citations, and grants. Universities are under pressure to generate more revenue but have limited freedom to invest in long-term capability. Governments want visible wins inside a single electoral cycle. Deep tech ventures, health technologies, and serious climate solutions often need a decade or more to mature. On top of that, only a sliver of our public science spend reaches the messy middle between IP and an investable company. Less than 1% of the total budget goes directly into commercialization capability. It is like building a beautiful highway network and refusing to fund on-ramps, road signs, or driving lessons. The traffic jams at the same points every day, and we act surprised. The impact of all this is deeply human. Researchers who want their work to make a difference find themselves pulled between the joy of discovery and the grind of forming a company. Early career scientists quietly ask whether they will need to leave New Zealand to have the kind of impact they dream about. Commercialization managers burn out doing 3 jobs at once: part counselor, part deal maker, part bureaucratic translator. Founders who do push through often describe those early stages as lonely and fragile. The hopeful part is that we know better is possible because we see it in miniature here and in full colour overseas. Our own spin-out successes show that when you surround researchers with the right people, IP specialists, deal makers, experienced founders, and patient investors, good things happen. Ideas grow into companies, companies grow into jobs, and talent can see a future for itself here. So this video is the first in a 2-part series on IP commercialization in New Zealand. In this part, I'm asking us to look honestly at the system as it is: stop-start policy settings, thin capability, and misaligned incentives, and to notice the human cost of carrying on as we have. In part 2, I'll talk about what we can learn from other countries that started in similar places to us and what it might look like to build our own engine from IP to impact in a way that fits our scale, our treaty commitments, and our hopes for a more regenerative economy. For now, I want to leave you with a simple question. Do we want our clever people to leave the country or give up on their ideas to see them reach the world? Or are we willing to build a system that lets more of those ideas turn into jobs, companies, and solutions right here in Aotearoa? How we answer that will say a lot about the kind of country we intend to be. Okay, well, thanks for being here. Please take a look at the extended articles that are linked below, and I hope to see you back here soon. Okay, cheers. Bye.